things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Will put total weather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Got it in the middle. It's Nelson. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
I love it. First play of the game, they're trusting their quarterback to take a shot. He got the coverage he wanted. He found his one-on-one matchup, and his guy made a play. You cannot start better than that, fellas.
Red pass, it's complete. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability...
Going for the big play. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And the Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Fires to the tight end.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Trying play action. Fires to the middle. Got his man. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. The Huskers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Trying to find the end zone. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Slams ahead. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down.
All right, decision time early. I'm just going field goal here. Put some points on the board and pay off this nice opening drive.
And I get that, but I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going for the touchdown. Even if I get stopped, they got to go almost the...
Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Fit it in the window for the score.
And that is why time timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical fourth down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. Two dudes on the exact same page coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on fourth down.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the tailback. They start the afternoon with a run, and it goes nowhere.
And that is how you bring it. You see the ball, you go get it right now, and you bring the wood with some bad intentions.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Got room at the 35. There he goes to the left. Doing some serious work on the ground, out of bounds at the 35 after that big run. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. The short hands. It's Martin.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
Got a little space. Breaks into the open. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Coming out with it, it's Bell. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
So now it's second and long. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first. Now the defense will try to rise up on third and short from the 21. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. With the catch, it's Nelson. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick release by the QB. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
Gives it to the back on the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holds?
tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska's had such a great lineage of running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, or Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday.
There he goes! They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass, really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
They'll move the tight end. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run all.
Touchdown, Nebraska! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Really nice job by the quarterback there, just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Moulton. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. That's caught. It's Moulton. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Wants to go up top on first down. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. And the Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll keep it himself. He stopped at the 32-yard line, pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Now improvising. He's going to take off. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, trying to get him on the ground. But this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
The Huskers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Got it, looking for the first down. Touchdown, Huskers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14. Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
He now has 79 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Hayes. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Wants to go up top. Looking to buy time. He'll pull it down and run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Under fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, the quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Rush is on him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bell. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah,
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, given up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
Stumbled to the ground.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. The Cornhuskers with the 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Keeps looking downfield. It's complete to the right. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. 22. Looking to throw again. Pocket breaking down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. That last completion is still leaving them with a 3rd down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Kept it on the ground on 3rd down. Picked up 5 yards, but it'll still be 4th and 1. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is going on the field.
He now has 91 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains. And when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. That's caught. It's Denmark. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half. Close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Georgia Tech has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Bobby Dodd Stadium. They're up by 7 over USF. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Makes the catch. It's I. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a...
Pulls it in down the middle. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the air on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They're dealing with a second and long. The offense changing the play. And back to the air on second down. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. Oh, the quick spin move. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Throws toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Huskers will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
Wide open on the right. Past the 10. Touchdown, Penn State! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the...
And the seal on the web. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Well, defense wasn't fooled on that pass play. Great job by the defender knocking it away.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Nelson. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Huskers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Cornhusker! And that one will put him up here in the second half. They say there's no more loyal fan base than the one at Nebraska. Well, this guy is becoming their hero with this performance.
And Nebraska fans have a special place in their heart for a quarterback that can run it, that can throw and show you all the dimensions of their game because they've had so many great ones in the past. And this guy, he looks like the future.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Fights off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the tee.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
When you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive, they dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Racing down the left side. The 20. He's at the... And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bell. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Gets it out quickly. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Wide receiver going in motion. Third down play from the gun. Got it in the middle. It's Nelson. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Smashes through the tackle. It's up. Once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Georgia Tech has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Bobby Dodd Stadium. They're up by 7 over USF. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Takes a handoff. It's Moulton. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. He'll pull it down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. On 4th down, going to the air. And as he throws, that ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
You know, the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Raiola. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the toss. Finds a little space. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Tight end now in motion. They'll go to the toss. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. And
those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Tries to get it on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So that they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll run play action. Finds his man. It's Denmark. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
There he goes. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for him.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game.
Makes the grab, past the marker. Touchdown, Penn State! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
He's got two. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Got him downfield.
individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. Here comes the heat. Floating away. Unleashes one. He caught it. Touchdown, Husker! They move on top here on the 4th. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We've got to figure something out. We've got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're going to test the right side with this one. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The give to the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. On the move, it's Hayes. And he moved this slightly forward. Defense played it well.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, I'm going to be curious to see this offense down the stretch. That's back-to-back runs. This is a pivotal part of the game. We're in the 4th quarter. Like, what are they going to lean on? What weapon are they going to go to find a way to get across the finish line?
That's caught. It's Martin. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds a yard short at the 49. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the 1st down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Turning it on. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week, he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him. With that last play, now over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down one late. Do you want to just kick an extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for two? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Wake Forest is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Louisiana Tech. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes fine. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And the big game, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Fires to the middle. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And, man, that was an almost opportunity for this defense. You thought he might could get the pick, but I like the way they drop back. They play the pass, they break on the football, and they make sure that the receiver can't make a play.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
They could really use a few yards here on 3rd down because from here, it would be a 61-yard attempt. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a deep man. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Martin. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch.
Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Going the other way, and he's got room. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick 6 to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the 4th quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Passes incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds check down would be the last resort. Blasted as he lets it go. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this